Yo, what's up guys, Andre here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, I'm going to be showing you guys something interesting. Well, I say interesting, but I guess it's not really interesting because it's more PDK gameplay. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, so what I'm going to be showing you is two games. These games are both versus Sword. Now the interesting thing about both these games is that both these games I went second. So now you might be going, okay, well, you went second. How exactly do you win, Andro? Well, that's just because, having foresight and understanding what it is they need to do. Alright, so let's go hop into the games. I started off the bat I'm like, okay, well, I went second. I'm dreading this so much, but because I have Fireless in my hand, I'm just gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep the Matilda as well. I can't make greedy keeps. He's a faster deck than me, so I need to be able to stay alive on the board and just clear it. Because the good thing about Python is they have a lot of good board clearing tools. So I also got the staircase. Now the staircase is very, very nice because it means that if I can make it to a point where I just get to stay alive and whatnot, then that's very, very good for me. So this turn, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play the Fire Lizard. I play the Fire Lizard specifically because I want to incentivize him to trade. If he doesn't trade, I'm going to kill his 3-drop. He doesn't want that. I know he doesn't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and play out the Fire Lizard. I'm gonna go ahead and ping on this dude. Now I do actually misclick. The correct thing to do is to clear off the 1/1, just because that one can get buffs. Yeah. So here like I said, he plays as commander. Now thankfully the good thing is that that's a Juliet. So I know that if he draws the second Juliet before he can play that round table, I'll be in a great spot. Here, picking up the Ivory Dragon was insane because now I get to go double 1-drop. Or sorry, I get to go ahead and play out 2 creatures now. Now he goes Novice Trooper, but this is nice because I can clear off his entire board this turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and bump in. I make the trade this way. So this way it's a value trade. My guy gets to live. I go ahead and bump in again. Then I go ahead and kill it again. I'm killing the commander specifically because I do not want him to play Centaur Vanguard. Now I'm gonna evolve over it, and now suddenly I have 3 creatures in play. I'm also at a decent HP total as well. He wanted me to be at say 8 HP this turn, but I'm not. I'm at 14. So he now needs at least 3 turns to kill me, but my deck is starting to come online. Next turn, whatever he plays, if he goes Albert, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna bump in. I'm gonna Siegfried it. I'm just gonna evolve and I'm gonna go face. The best card for him to have here would be Council of Card Knights. However, he might get incentivized to want to trade. If he chooses to trade, I can go ahead and punish him that way. Additionally, if I top deck Sybil, he's just straight up just lost. So here he plays that round table, gets double Juliet. So I know he has no more Juliets left in his deck. And now I'm at 8. So this turn I have to start pushing damage. I have to threaten lethal. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and bump. I go ahead and bump into the 4/4. That'll activate my Siegfried when I play it. I'll play the Siegfried, then I'll go ahead and kill it. Then I'll go ahead and evolve and kill this other dude as well. Siegfried is very, very strong, just because you get to do things like this. Now, I have a creature that's suddenly much better than all the creatures he has. I also still have control of the board. Now, I might be very, very behind on damage, but I can make up that damage this turn. Next turn, if I draw Forte, he's dead. And I'm getting 4 cards to let me do that next turn, 3 of which are guaranteed creatures. So if I can pick with a Forte, he'll die. If I can pick up Sybil, I can go ahead and extend the game 1 more turn. If I pick up Ina, he's still dead. If I pick up Hippogriff, he's dead. I literally have 12 different outs. It's actually just insane. I get the Hippogriff. So now, initially I wasn't thinking about it, but sorry. Initially, I wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't that I wasn't thinking about it. It's that I was trying to decide I was trying to do the math very, 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 very quickly in my head as to whether or not the Sybil was the correct play here. Just because I do still want to set up lethal, and at the moment even if I heal right now, even if I heal right now, he can still manage to find a way to kill me. it's difficult, but they can still find a way to kill me because he can go like Perseus plus triple Centaur Vanguard. Like you might laugh, but that's the thing. So that's the thing that someone can do to you. So I go ahead and I opt to set up lethal. Now Hippogriff Rider is actually insane here because like he collects so many different buffs, and I get to kill him at 4, even though he's at 14 or really effectively 17 HP behind a ward. That's actually insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and trade. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and trade. Go face. I'm gonna evolve. Go face. And then now the Hippogriff Rider is at 5 attack, so he's dead. Exact lethal through a ward. Actually insane. And then he just concedes. Yeah. Like, it was still a very, very scary game, and I still went to 3 HP, but you can win these games. Like the biggest detriment to your own success is not your opponent. It's not like society or whatever. It's you. Like, if you tell yourself, okay, I can't do this, or whatever, then yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it because you've already convinced yourself that you can't. But if you tell yourself you can go ahead and you can manage to find a way to make these things work if you actually honestly apply yourself. Alright, so for this game was not versus aggro sword, it was versus mid-range sword. Now there is a mid-range sword list that's going around that uses Mars and whatnot. It's actually very, very cool and does a lot of work unless you meet PDK. If you meet PDK, you're gonna have a bad time. You're just gonna have a bad time. So here I'm gonna keep the summoner. I toss back the Sybil because again I'm going second. The summoner is already kind of a greedy keep, but I don't have I have to keep the summoner. I get the staircase. Now getting the staircase as well as second summoner is insane. Here when he plays a staircase, I instantly know, okay, well he's not aggro, or if he is, he's bad aggro. I go ahead and match a staircase with my staircase. I also pick up a fire lizard as well. So if he plays a 2-drop here, I can go ahead and play out the fire lizard, and then go ahead and bump into it. But he misses his 2-drop, so that's already a very, very good start for me. He goes hold tilt swing this turn. I'm like, okay, sure, that's fine. Now here, I go ahead and play out the Ayla. It's important to play out the Ayla here because 1, it's the best play because it stays alive on board. 2, I know he wants to Geno me. There's no reason that they pass your they basically just pass the last 2 turns if you have Geno in hand. He has a Geno. He has no choice. He has to make the trade. The trade is good for him because it incentivizes me to want to play Fervor for habit, but no, sadly for him, I do not have the Fervor. So I'm gonna go ahead and go Fire Lizard here. And I'm going to play the Ayla. I'm also going to evolve the Ayla. I choose to evolve the Ayla here because I know that this opponent is in a very tricky position. He wants to clear the Ayla, but he also doesn't want to give me ramp. A lot of people are very risk averse to giving you ramp. Now here he goes round table, gets the Mars first, gets the buff on the White Paladin, gets 2 tokens, and now he has a choice to make. I have 5 mana right now. If he kills the Ayla, I go up to 7. If I go up to 7, I have a PDK. He's in a rough spot. However, conversely, if he chooses to trade into the Fire Lizard instead and take a value trade, that's also a losing play. The reason why that's a losing play is because if I have Breath of Salamander, which I could, then because if I have Breath of Salamander, which I could, then you straight up lose your board. I smack you in the face for 4, and you have to clear it. And I'm drawing 5 cards in the interim. One for my very, very next turn, and then 1 the turn after. So in my opinion, in my honest opinion, the correct play was to go ahead and just trade into the Ayla. If you take, right, so you take the value trade, right? You take the value trade. I have a billion things that blow you out, because I can still just go ahead and bump in my Ayla anyway. Go ahead and play out my PDK. But the Salamander, in my opinion, was honestly the bigger blowout because was honestly the bigger blowout just because your sword, you don't have anything impressive they can do to me on turn 6. The most impressive thing you could do to me is play Odohime. But if you play the Odohime, it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually do anything. Alright, so yeah, and he thought about this for a while. He thought about this for a very, very long while. But it's no. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a value trade. Yeah, like I said, like he got blown out for doing this. I mean, maybe he knew something that I didn't, because I top took the PDK anyway. But now he's in a bad spot. Like, sure, he's about to draw 4 cards, but that doesn't actually do anything. Cause, like, I guarantee you, my 4 cards are more impactful than your 4 cards. So here he plays on Geno, has to make the trade he was supposed to make last turn, and it's too late. The damage is done. I got the PDK. So here I'm just gonna play out the PDK. I'm also gonna go ahead and play Dragon Tamer. Well, after I play Dragon Summoner, of course. I play out the Dragon Tamer specifically because it buffs the PDK, makes it even more annoying for him to deal with. Because, like, now if he wants to clear it, he has to use the Shield of Flame instead of using a Wholesale Swing into a Shield of Flame, and that's very, very detrimental for him. Because if he uses the Shield of Flame, it'll have to be the enhanced version, and it'll take up his entire turn. So it's basically just, nailing the coffin for him. Like, there's not much he can do. Granted, don't get me wrong. Like, he was already in a very, very unfavorable matchup, and that was a very, very tricky position. Because, like, even for me, like, I'm not sure that I would have made the trade into Ayala play, unless, of course, I was very, very confident in what my hand was. But yeah. If you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like. Go and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Let me know what you think about mid-range sword down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.